Make sure it's not hot. Pull that out of the way. Phillips head screwdriver right here. I left the screw in there. It's easier to put back in if you just leave that screw in. So there's the first screw that we loosened up but left in. I'm gonna take this, loosen it up, slide it back, take this screw out, and that'll let this whole piece be free to pull out to clean. So I'm gonna use an 11mm wrench on the nut and a 12 on the bar itself to hold it steady. And I'm just gonna drive that 11, rotating it up while pulling down on the other one to cut this free. So that slide back. Now the gas supply line is free. As you can see, that whole thing's free. Now I'm going to use a Phillips head screwdriver to break the igniter and sensor free. So after the screw is removed, this whole piece comes right out. And that orifice in there is what you're going to clean. Now you can see all of those little holes. Everything's clean. I used a Dremel tool to clean that out without scarring it or bending it or damaging it. We're going to do the reverse of what we did before. Put this back on, put the screw in it to hold it in, put this up underneath here, put that screw in, put the supply line into the back right here, and tighten this down. And I'll use a couple drops of penetrating oil on the threads of everything because it's getting pretty tight. If you weren't having issues, you probably don't need to do that. If you had issues, you might want to do that. So you can see it's snugged up. The nut is snugged up, but it's not tensioned. I haven't tightened it up yet. And we're going to put that screw in that hole. Now I'm using that 12 and 11 to tighten that, seat it back down. It doesn't have to be really tight. Just snug it up, you'll feel it. When it feels firm, you're good. Nice and tight. Drop that in. Box is on. Plug the fridge back in. Helps it work on AC. There's just stuffs up in there. Put it in place. Turn these. You're done.